What's going on, guys? This is Jason of Auglitical. I swim through the politics and jump and dive throughout the relationships so you don't drown too. As always, I am just the man just trying to bring common sense in a world where common sense isn't common. So we're going to be reacting to a little snippet from a channel called Smosh. This channel's been out for a long time. I believe it was like gaming and stuff, and then they do like comedy or something like this. I've never really been into Smosh. I think like they did like animations, but apparently they have a thing where they also react to Reddit shit that's going on in Reddit. Now, again, realistically, there's a lot of shit on Reddit that could be fake. And so you got to take the shit with a grain of salt. A lot of times people get their warped realities on these online platforms, and you got to understand, while there are a lot of shitty people out there, while this has probably happened more than 1,000 times throughout human history, there's a lot of people that they enjoy watching the world burn. And if that means that they got to play one side to make another side look bad so that they can get their entertainment, they absolutely will. Anyway, let's get into it.
Wow.
All right. Moving on to our last story.
Wow.
This comes from Relationship Advice, comes from 2022. I, a 25-year-old woman, begged my partner, a 28-year-old man, for an open relationship. 8 months in, he left.
For another woman? Or
maybe.
someone else? Oh,
Maybe.
this
Okay,
cliffhanger.
so I have read so many stories on Reddit. We don't read a lot of these types of ones here, but I have read so many stories and heard so many stories about
Holly.
people in monogamous relationships asking for poly relationships and then it backfiring on them.
Yes.
In fact, I don't think there's ever been a time that it didn't backfire. Growing up, I would say whenever you come across it, for some reason, you have people who try to play up polyamorous relationships like it's glamorous and it's fun and X, Y, and Z. I think in my entire lifetime, I've only ran into probably one or two people that I wouldn't say they're together anymore, but during the time that they were doing it, didn't come out fucking completely changed in the wrong way. Does that make sense? Um, and the thing is, you got people who they'll put people in polyamorous relationships, and you got people that just accept it, right? Like for example, some guy will be a piece of shit, and he like the girl and the guy are both pieces of shit. So I can't even be like a guy, right? So say for example, growing up, you'll when you see two low quality individuals talking to each other, they the notion is, oh well, I'm having fun on the side because I know they're doing it if they had the opportunity, or they're doing it. Oh, I know you fuck other hoes on the side, so I have my fun. And it's like, then why are you in a relationship? I've had married women sit there, married, and say that they have fun on the side with other dudes. And it's like if no one knows who's hurting nobody. It is very weird. But I'm gonna just sit here and say I do believe. No, I don't believe. I know. When it comes down to who introduces polygamy in a relationship, it tends to lean heavily on women. And I don't know why you got people who they want to open up a relationship to polygamy, and it's not because it's something fresh. Well, it could be, but I also believe that the thing is that they're trying to form their relationship like how their old relationships were, right? So a person who's done polygamy is going to go into another relationship, act normal, and try to turn it into polygamy again. And it's just a fancy word for cheating. Let's be real here.
I've heard about that so much. It's also similar. There are so many stories on Reddit about people having threesomes and then the aftermath of it. And they are crazy stories.
This is a wild one to end with.
This is nuts. 8 months ago, I, a 25-year-old
And you see that right there? You got people, again, but growing up, threesomes was the ultimate pinnacle for, oh, you that dude, right? But here's the deal. What happens if the girl you're with, you do that, and the girl you with, she decides you had too much fun with that other girl. What happens if the girl you with decides the girl that you did it with, she's more interested in the other girl, throws you to the side? What happens if you find out as a dude, the girl you was with always been down with this shit, and you just fell into the cycle continues? Now it's a problem. What happens if that girl now decides she doesn't want your dick involved? She's gonna get another dick and another woman involved. Oh, now it's a fuck. Threesomes just, again, the people who do this shit are not really in love with the people that they're with. They don't understand what a relationship is. And that's the reason why they do these things. It is not to sit there and say they're the scum of the earth and X, Y, and Z. But if they were just more honest and be like, I fancy you, I like you a lot, let's go have fun together. Let's go have fun with other people. I do like you a lot. Let's go fuck other people while fucking each other. Then it would be so much different. Instead, you got these people getting married, having kids, stringing people along. You got dudes thinking that the chicks is gonna stop doing this. You got chicks thinking that, okay, after this guy's taking her to multiple orgies, if they have a kid, he's gonna stop. It's like, man.
Woman asked my partner, a 28. This is nuts. 8 months ago, I, a 25-year-old woman, asked my partner, a 28-year-old man, for an open relationship as I got bored with him.
Oh.
Nothing wrong, but he just didn't excite me much. And he agreed, but he proceeded to tell.
No, that's absolutely fucking terrible. What is this fucking idea that, and this is something new, and I'm gonna cover it in another video. I'm pretty sure there's guys that get bored of women. But you got bored, so you wanted to open the relationship up. Good idea, bad idea, the worst idea.
Tell me there's a catch. If he catches feelings, and he agreed, but he proceeded to tell me there's a catch. If he catches feelings for a partner, he's going to leave me for her.
Oh.
As he should. As he should. You did that. You did that. So in all fairness, what my man just said was, all right, we'll play this game. And he what he started doing was looking for a partner while still being able to fuck you. He's playing 5D chess.
This is like
Yeah, it's like.
yeah, you want to do this?
Yeah, oh, you want someone else?
Yeah, and then if I someone real good, I go.
So he said if he catches feelings for a partner, he's going to leave me for her. And that's exactly what happened.
Well, he said it was gonna happen.
And she was bored with him.
And she continues, I want him back in my arms. He left me for his new partner. What can I do to win the love of my life back?
This is the craziest fucking thing, right? You got people who say one thing, do something else, and be thinking something completely different. You said you was bored with him. You introduced you begged him for an open relationship. He was reluctant. You begged him. You can't finger blast Pandora's box and think that she's gonna stay closed. You can't do that. Everything is on the table and now off the table and on the table and now, fuck it, the table's flying. The table's on the table now. And now it's off the table. What, like, you can't do that. You introduced chaos. That's what you did.
Time machine,
Love of
baby.
the life.
Time machine.
Love of your life? I thought he bored you.
I thought he was boring, dude.
Look, man, that's not
That's
a
the whole
reason.
thing?
That's not a reason to get into an open relationship. Like that. Come on, man.
Wait, that's the.
Can I just be honest there? I think that one of the biggest signs of maturity is realizing that there's up and downs in relationships. And a big part of being in a relationship, I always felt this way. I believe this in my heart of hearts, to my core of my being. If I'm with someone, the idea of me one day getting bored of them and then continuing a relationship is so, it doesn't even make sense in my head. That's supposed to be your person. That's supposed to be your ride or fry. That's supposed to be the person. It doesn't matter if you're up, as long as they do not break your vows or whatever the fuck it is, like the core promises of what a relationship is. You don't just up and leave. You don't. So whenever something doesn't slightly go your way, you're just ready to, I'm just tired of them. You're tired of them because there's stability. And again, there are some guys who do this, I'm pretty sure, but this is something we hear about coming from women a lot. You'll get a woman who decides she's outgrown the greatest guy she's ever met because she wants chaos. And it's okay. No, it's not okay. You take your nasty, your wild ass somewhere else with that bullshit. You calm the fuck down. Understand? We can never really go to a society where this shit would be acceptable for dudes to say shit like this. I'm pretty sure it happens, but to be out about it and saying this shit and then getting supported for it, hell no.
Whole thing?
Open relationship, like that. Come on, man.
Wait, that's the whole thing?
So that's. I will say there's an update.
Oh, okay.
But that's
What
the
we were
main
talking about?
story.
That is the post.
Okay, so
she
it's like a
posted that being like,
paragraph.
guys,
I was bored.
I was bored, so I wanted an
I was
open
bored,
relationship.
So I will open up a relationship.
And
You
then
told
he
me
left
exactly
me.
what would happen, and it happened.
Like, bold move on him to be like, well, all right.
Because I've also heard of people like requesting an open relationship, but they have like different rules of like you can't go on more than one date with a person.
That's not how it works. That's never how it works. The way that it goes is somebody will propose an open relationship. One person gets way more out of it than the other person. It makes the person jealous. Or the person who's gotten way more out of the exchange, the person who didn't have much or barely any out of the exchange, will end up finding quality over quantity. Now the person who opened up the relationship is now upset because they feel like as though they're losing their grasp on the thing that they so openly opened and threw away. Many such fucking cases. Again, the way that this shit, and again, the people who do these things, you don't just quit and this is quitting in my eyes. When you open your relationship up, you quit. You can have, so a relationship and a relationship. You can have a relationship with a girl or a guy, right? But y'all know that y'all fuck other people, right? You're not together though. You're not exclusive. You're not anything but you're just friends with benefits. Let's be real. Let's call it really what it is, right? You're just friends with fucking benefits. You live a modern fucking lifestyle, which again, there is nothing wrong with it. I just hate when people have the surprise Pikachu face for the consequences of their actions. I know sometimes I'll say something like, I actually respect some porn stars than women, low quality women in my day to day. And people go, how could you say that? They're fucking whores. And it's like, just because a girl opens her legs on camera and she's done some things that may be unsavory to most people, again, I could only imagine if I had a fucking kid or some shit like this and the OnlyFans was available, boy, I'd be showing so much feet pics, you wouldn't even know. You wouldn't even know. Again, if a person does certain things and they don't grandstand and act like as though they're morally superior to everybody and they're grounded in reality, I wouldn't give a fuck if you worked in the sewers and was fucking tossing shit for a living. You made you made $250 to throw shit in a bucket. Hey, and you made that in an hour? Shit. I wouldn't really care, right? But then you got these fucking people who they do the most dumbest shit. And then they expect to be bailed out. They expect to be respected. I'm not going to respect a girl who's licking a fucking toilet seat, and this has happened, talking about don't kink shame because what did I say to her? I said something to this fucking girl, and I had a bunch of people get upset at me talking about some don't kink shame. I'm like, yo, she's literally licking a toilet. You guys are some fucking freaks. You guys are some fucking freaks. I thought that I was a freak. You guys are disgusting. You guys are actually nasty. And they'll try to manipulate or bend reality, reality bend, whatever bullshit so that it suits their fucking thing. It's ridiculous.
Different rules of like you can't go on more than one date with a person. So it's like basically like you have an open door to do like one night stands.
From what I know of people who have open relationships, it is like everything is an agreed upon thing.
Exactly.
Like you have to really lay it out. But it's also the people that I know that it seems to be working with, it's like they got it.
You know the funny thing about this? All these fucking people, and I'm gonna just say it, white people, they all are much more experienced in open relationships than somebody like me who's a black American. I mean, and I say it in the sense that, and just in different terms, right? Because we all do our fucking dirt, right? It's just under different fucking labels, right? And some view it differently. For example, like I was saying before, when it came down to, I know he's fucking other hoes on the side. That was our version of open relationships, right? Where it's like two people, everyone knows they cheating on each other and they ain't shit. And we just all see it and go, oh gosh, right? These other people, they be open about this shit. Again, both disgusting, but just different labeling. The funniest thing is I guarantee you that girl's well known about that shit. I didn't say she does it. I'm pretty sure she knows plenty of people that do it. And this guy plenty. I'm not sure about the other guy. I don't know if he's probably leaning on the homosexual side, but we'll see.
They both got into a poly relationship.
Yeah, it was like that was
to
from
be
the
in
get-go.
a monogamous relationship and then be like, let's open our relationship.
That does not work usually.
Yeah.
And now that I mention it, I guarantee you're looking at the way that the man is staying up. You're like, oh yeah, there's a couple of fruits in the loop, huh? There's a fruity loop over there, huh?
At least for anecdotally, from everyone I know,
Same.
that I'm like, no, one of you wanted to cheat, or you were already cheating, and this is your way into it.
What the fuck did I just say? Did I not just say that? People who do the polyamorous thing are people who either got caught into that lifestyle by somebody, and then they go into another relationship, and either they 100% are against it, 100% super duper against cheating and all of this shit. Like they damn near become almost a prude because of the past of what the fuck they went through, or every single relationship going on, they're going to try to push it to polygamy. Every single one.
It's like, no, if you want, or you were already cheating, and this is your way into it. It's like, no, if you want to be poly, I think you need to end your relationship and go
then
find a poly relationship.
On even grounds, yeah.
But like to go from monogamous to poly, both of you probably have different ideas of it. You're both going into a new thing to like at the same time. Your ideas of it are so different.
You're starting a new relationship.
Yeah,
kind of,
like
you know?
and then it didn't work out. This new type of relationship didn't work for you.
Yeah, I've never explored open relationship. Claudio and I are monogamous, but we've had this conversation a lot, and not just to like go through the exercise, right?
Just to be like, what would that be like if we did that?
Exactly.
Oh, those two are together. Are those unknowns on his shirt? All right.
Exactly. And to me, it's like, it's not even like if we're doubling the relationship, it's double the work. I think it's like exponential. I think it's like if we were to have an open relationship, it's not double the work. It's almost like triple the work because it's like, it's just exponentially. The communication needs to go, the dynamics between all the different things, the like nights out, like that. There's a lot involved. That there's like a social responsibility in those dynamics to put a lot of work into it.
It's a massive change, and if you're making that change, it's got to be like, oh, this is something so deep in me.
Yeah.
That this is who I am and this is what I want. Not just, oh, I got bored with my partner.
It can't be out of that. Yeah.
It does sound fun. In fluffy world, it's like, oh yeah, I get to smooch the cuties over there.
And go home to my love of my life.
Exactly.
Isn't that nice and beautiful?
Exactly.
Yes.
Isn't that nice and beautiful? But if you really think about it,
it's complex inside. Okay.
See, I have too much anxiety for that shit. I'm like, no.
Same.
Yeah.
I just think it's like what Claudio and I have like with us being together in our love is like, I just love it so much. That is like an hour or two of playtime really worth all that extra hubbub to like make that worth it? I'm like, well, no. And if I'm bored, maybe in like our sex life or whatever.
Girl, you saying too much.
That's a conversation to have with my partner first before I go exploring.
Nice save. Nice fucking save. Because if she would have started actually detailing shit, I'd have been like, oh no.
So like if she was bored in the bedroom, like talk
She's
about
also
it.
blaming. She's like, I got bored with him, and it's like, hey, that's a thing.
Yeah,
but this is how you're solving it. It's like, and it's like, it's
exactly.
Also, you're bored with him. That may not be just him. That's you two together.
Yeah,
and like,
that's a dynamic.
There was a really interesting. I forget. It was in a book I read about like you know, when you've been together for years upon years, like you have to find a way to continue the narrative.
Yes.
Right? Because when you're single and you're dating, it's like whoa, these exciting elements, like whoa.
Yeah.
And that's she's looking for a rush.
Yeah.
That she'll get from meeting new people.
Exactly.
But that rush will end too.
Exactly.
No, it's just chaos. What she's looking for, we've heard it many, many times. It's just chaos. She wants to introduce, what do they call it? Not what do they call it? What is it? Like, she wants passion. She wants dynamically shifting things, right? She wants to be introduced to more and more things. And again, when you're the point of a relationship, right? Is it supposed to be a not changing thing in this short amount of time we have on this planet? And you got people who they're not really okay with that. They like the idea of being in a relationship, the idea of being in a marriage, more than what it actually is. They like the concept without actually knowing or understanding or actually wanting to have the concept. You got girls that get married so that they can say they were married before. Yeah. You do. You got people who get married just so that they can say that they were married. Absolutely. This shit is it's something that if any woman ever came to me and was like, "Oh, I want to have an open relationship," understand, it would have to be under some extreme fucking, it would have to be on some shit like we in different parts of the fucking world and we can't be around each other at this exact moment. And I'm a super spy, or I'm a fucking WWE wrestler, or I'm a firefighter, or some crazy shit like that, right? It would have to, and again, I would lose my goddamn shit. I would lose my shit. Because even then, after that, it would just be like, unless I met you and you was a fucking porn star or some bullshit, or you before we met, you was with somebody. But, you know, at some point now it's like, okay, sure, you did what you did. Now you got to be exclusive with me. That's the end of that. All that shit that happened, because ultimately I'm a one woman kind of guy. That's what I would always want to be. That's what I've always was. Right? That's just me though.
Treating it like a drug where it's like you can find that rush.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But you have to work on that together.
And that's
exactly.
creativity, communication, like
Yeah.
maybe a sex therapist. Like these things work.
Totally.
They take time and
Yeah.
focus.
Not
But she made a brash, massive decision, not considering the ramifications.
I just love that
not
he was like,
surprising.
I will leave you if I catch feelings.
Crazy move,
Do you
and he
think
did it.
he thought like that'll get her to not open up the relationship?
I think
No, I don't think he gave a fuck. I think my man was prepped. You understand how they say Batman can beat anybody if he has prep time? This is the shit that you should be doing. This is why it's so important for young people to have family or friends or adults to have a mentorship and not be like fucking, not to have an older person who's fucking wicked in their fucking ways, but like an older person, like for example, everybody's gonna suffer heartbreak, right? I would think probably 80% of men or 80% of women suffer heartbreak, right? You need to have somebody that's gonna be your anchor to be like, hey, listen, look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. It's okay to cry. Look at me. That was Tanya. That was the first girl I ever loved. She left me for an ice cream, a 50-cent icy, right? Left me at the altar, right? This is Sharon, right? It didn't work out, right? Fuck me up. You are 16. You are 20. You are 12. You are, because you got young people that have fucking romantic at heart and they get fucked up too, right? Listen, this is not the end of the world. This is not the end of you. Life goes on, and as long as you don't give up, you're going to find the person you're looking for, right? Which is cool, but then it's really sad because in this world and days, there's a lot of people who are not finding their people, which is really sad. But you need that, right? Women need a proper older female or whatever to be like, hey, listen, this guy that you really like, let me ask you some questions about him. Does he pick his boys over you and never ever spends time with you? Oh, is he having conversations behind your back with these girls that you've already told him you didn't trust because they're low quality women? Then he doesn't really like you. And you need to focus on yourself, and somebody better who respects you will not waste your fucking time. Girl, child, you need to. Now you got a black fucking elder mentor, right? Which is, you need to find somebody, right, that's going to respect you so you don't waste your time because life is short. Don't end up like all of these women that waste their fucking time searching for a thrill, and now they all single mothers with multiple fucking kids, and they still trying to find their they're looking like Stella trying to find their groove back. That's what people need. They don't need the fucking, oh yeah, I love my husband gets on my nerves and I have to scare him from time to time just to do it. And I'm sipping on mimosas while he's putting our kids to sleep. And I'm reminiscing about guys that used to fuck me in the basement of a project building with dirty what is it? Dirty socks and Adidas slides. We don't need Andrew Tate's, the Myron Gaines. We don't need any of that shit. The clavicular, no one needs any of that shit. Let's continue.
To me, it feels like he almost broke up then and there.
Yeah.
Right.
Like he was like, this relationship's over.
I'll go hunting for someone else.
Comments, not gonna lie, that's the ultimate reverse card for this situation. Big ups, your ex. OP said, really?
He said exactly what he was gonna do.
Yeah,
Someone said, haha, good for him. Get a therapist to help you work on yourself so you learn to end an unhealthy relationship instead of pretending to be poly. OP said, I've been in and out of therapy for at least a year now. Someone said, yes, really, you played yourself. He didn't excite you, so you asked for an open relationship, and now you want him back when he caught feelings for someone else while in the open relationship that you asked for in the first place. You only have yourself to blame for this one. You should stay single for a while and grow up. I don't want to be single. I want to prove to my boyfriend I can be better now.
How many of you ran into those fucking exes that they'd be like, I changed? And you like, yo, bro, it's only been a day. I remember somebody had to tell me, yo, dog, don't take exes back immediately, especially women when they say that they changed. He said, you like video games? I was like, yeah. He was like, all right, your ex is a video game, right? And when they say they changed, right, don't get fooled by the flashing colors in a different form. After you get through like the first two different attack patterns, you start realizing it's the same shit. Oh, there goes the boulders falling again. Oh, there goes the fucking tantra trap. Like you immediately realize, oh, it's this shit again. It's the same fucking person. No, I've had that happen to me at least 2 times in my life. A chick would sit there. We broke up. It was her decision to break up. And then she'd be like, I changed. And it's like, bro, I don't give 2 shits if you changed. Like, why? When you broke up with me, you didn't give a shit. Why should I care now?
Sure.
All right.
Okay.
It's too late.
Update.
Oh?
Probably nobody asked for this, but here's an update.
It's so aggressive.
Probably nobody asked for this.
Yeah, the way that this person writes.
Probably nobody asked for this.
Hey. Oh, hey, nice.
I was kicked out of his house last Sunday. That's 6 days now, and I excruciatingly miss him. I will do anything to get him to return to me, but he looks happy on social media with his new partner that I'm pretty sure he was cheating on me with.
How?
You were to know.
How did he cheat? You begged to be polyamorous.
Relationship. Anyways, I tried calling him, no answer. I saw him in public, and he pretended to not even know who the I was. He won't acknowledge my existence, so I went to our former place just to talk, and things got hostile. His new girlfriend hates me for some reason. I didn't even know her.
Oh yeah, he fucking hates you. When somebody sits there and they see you in the street and they pretend you don't even fucking exist, it is because you did them fucking filthy, or they don't want anything to fucking do with you. In my case, if you run up on me and you come from my past, I just got bad memory. I really do. You got to be really important for me to remember you. But yeah, she's sitting here and she did all of this shit. She said she was bored of him. All right, so go take your fucking bored ass down the road. I guarantee you what it was is he probably, again, was stability. The man probably had he probably had he probably was financially at the top of her fucking bracket that she's aware of. Talk about the love of my life. The love of my life is not somebody anybody would ever sit there and say they were bored of. You only care again. She only cares because he slipped away from her. That's it.
And things got hostile. His new girlfriend hates me for some reason. I didn't even know her, and she proceeded to try and attack me while he tried to split us up and get me out the door. When he had his back turned, she maced me, and now he's trying to file a restraining order on me. The hell did I do wrong? She attacked.
Because you won't learn. You keep showing up in this man's life. He's kicked you out 6 times. You don't fucking learn. You know he has somebody, and you're being a fucking crazy psychotic stalker. You did this. Like, this is how do you not it seems like how do you not come to the realization in this problem you're the fucking problem? How? That's embarrassing. There's no way in hell anybody with a proper head on their shoulders will put themselves up to that 6 times.
Me and pepper sprayed me.
Didn't you show up at their house?
Yes, she did.
How can I convince him he's dating a psychopath?
Uh-oh.
Jerry.
Oh my God.
That's wild. That's embarrassing. Is this real?
It's probably not, but it's probably, I'll say this, it's probably not, but I know of these types of situations.
Yeah,
I know of these anecdotally.
Yes.
Not of showing up and getting pepper sprayed, but of the open relationship turned into regret, into,
that's a
no, I want
classic
you
story.
back, I'm sorry.
Classic.
I'm going to just put it and say it like this. I'm leaning on this being real because the way that she writes, the way that this person's writing, and the amount of things that's happening, there's no way. There's no way, right? There's no way.
Story, Turner classic.
Comments, you got what you wanted, and if anyone sounds like a psychopath, it's you who is stalking their ex. Seek some mental health or do some inner reflection, but most importantly, leave the man alone and move on. Stalking, I previously lived at that residence. So she's like, I got kicked out 6 days ago.
Kicked out is not like I moved out.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you, dog.
Stalking, I previously lived at that residence. She's like,
I ain't gonna lie to you, dog. If some chick said "nar" to me, I'd probably fold quicker than a fucking omelet. I'd be fucked up. I would be fucked up. Oh man, all right. That's a lucky metrosexual dude over there.
I got kicked out 6 days ago.
Kicked out is not like I moved out. It's like, this feels like Joe from You. You know how Joe from You can like rationalize every reason he like murdered every woman on that show and every person. It's like,
bro, what the fuck? What shows are you watching, shorty? The fuck?
You are like out of touch with reality and perception. Like, you should turn actually to your closest friends and community. Hopefully they can call you out on your shit, because like,
and bring it back home.
That,
you know?
like, yeah, if it's getting to like legal, to mace, to like separating, like, that woman also in the relationship with your ex had nothing to do with this. She was exploring a relationship that I hope he was like open and honest about being open to. There's no reason to go after.
Wait, hold on, hold up.
Joe from You can like rationalize it. You should turn actually to your closest friends and community. Hopefully they can call you out on your shit, because like,
and bring it back home.
That,
you know?
like, yeah, if it's getting to like legal, to mace, to like separating, like, that woman also in the relationship with your ex had nothing to do with this. She was exploring a relationship that I.
Yo, what would it be like if that new girl, he basically laid her out for, was like, look, this is exactly what happened. I did this with this girl. She decided that she wanted an open relationship. I told her straight up, this, and the girl was like, got you. I'll hold you down. And they just dipped. Cause there are some fucking girls out there, right? That if you, and now mind you, probably she should have came to the girl and explained, or maybe he showed her proof that this girl was fucking batshit insane and did him filth, and she just was like, all right, I got you. She took the rebound and she went home with it.
OP was like open and honest about being open too. There's no reason to go after her either.
Yeah, this is a delusional person, if they're real. You need to leave him alone. This isn't going to end well for you. OP responded, I can't walk away until this is fixed.
Uh-oh.
Walk away.
You're gonna.
Someone said, and if it was an open relationship, then how was it cheating? She says, because he left me within 8 months. That's way too fast.
8 months is 2 quarters, 2 fiscal quarters. That is a very long time.
Okay, update number 2.
Oh, here we go again.
What the fuck is happening?
This will probably be the last update. The restraining order has been...
We love that.
The restraining order has been filled, and I am not allowed within 100 feet of my ex, Harry, and his new girlfriend, Jess. I'm planning to move back to my home in Arizona and start over. They're happy, and I just want to find peace with myself. Thanks for everyone's advice and opinions. Yes, I was already in therapy, and I am still in therapy. Please, anyone my age or younger, listen to my advice. TikTok is not cool. Please delete it. It's done me nothing but harm, and other people's stupidity can really poison your minds in living.
They're looking shocked, but it's not. I mean, okay, listen. We know TikTok is poisoning people's minds, and it's not just the fucking youth, right? Anybody that digests TikTok, we already know it's. I told you guys about that one time I started talking to this girl named fucking Lilith, right? And my dumb ass didn't understand the meaning of that fucking name, right? I didn't understand the meaning behind that name. And it was like, oh, well, it's just a coinky dink that her name is Lilith. She was really into me, for real, for real. And then come find out, she's like, oh, let's just go hang out with each other or whatever like that. So me and her talking online because I was somewhere else and she was somewhere else. So we're online and she was like, oh, let's look at TikTok. And I'm like, oh, okay. I don't look at TikTok. I don't have a TikTok. I never digested TikTok. And this was the start of the Auglitical channel pretty much, right? And I remember we're looking at TikTok and we're discussing things and she's asking me things that she finds interesting, what I think about it. And everything was going good until one point when I said one thing and she did not like it. And then she brought up all of this shit where I was like, whoa, I thought for the last times we talked and we was whatever, everything was cool. And like an archaeologist, she was just like, you did all of these fucking things. And I'm like, but you're, what? And I was like, I thought we were just going to look at some fucking TikTok. Needless to say, when I eventually stood up for myself one time out of her fucking 4 or 5 times trying to violate me, she lost her fucking mind. She also got mad because of what I said about abortion. And then I found out she had an abortion. In which I was like, look, I ain't against it or whatever, but I'm pretty sure the guy that you was with, you knew he was a piece of shit, and you aborting babies or whatever like that, in which I was right, and she got real pissed about that. We never talked again.
Proof. Thank you, take care. I'm starting to go back to thinking this is real, and this is a person who is very, like, they've lost their mind.
Yeah, they lost the plot.
So OP in the comments alluded that TikTok was the reason she wanted an open relationship. She saw some stuff talking about it. So this is a very immature...
Wait, you're telling...
It's not an immature. It's the average fucking girl. It is the average fucking girl digesting poison online. You have women. It used to be dudes had to watch out for, dudes had to watch out for women that had single friends. Because if their single friend did not like you and wanted you for themselves or whatever like that, they would purposely put your girl in situations so that she slides to the dark side. Absolutely. Oh, we're having a girls' night out. Oh, girl, go drink this. Oh, girl, go talk to that man. Oh, but I have somebody. Nothing gonna happen. Go have fun, girl. Meanwhile, those same girls would try to sleep with her man if they decided that he was good enough. Or you have chicks who, and I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, ladies. If you got a guy and his friends are all hoes, get away from him. Get away from him. It's just that simple. Get away from him. You got to limit the exposures to low quality people with your partners. You have to. In this day and age with how fucked up things are, you have to. Because if you sit there and you got a girl, right? And you just talking to this girl, and you start realizing all the girls that she's around are trash, right? Had a dude who had a girlfriend, and he kept telling her things that he didn't like about that she was doing, and she was cool or whatever like that. One day she ended up hanging out with her friend who was smoking, and he was like, he doesn't like that, and she was like, oh, I'm gonna try not to, whatever like that. One day she got mad at him. She went with her friend. They started smoking or doing drugs or whatever like that. There was another dude also there doing drugs. Now they fucking. All three of those people fucking. He said her personality changed over fucking night. She no longer really listens. She no longer does X, Y, and Z. That girl gone. And of course they broke up. And she didn't even give a fuck. She was like, whatever. She just went to doing back what she reverted right back to it. Is again, or ladies, if you see a guy and his friend is a fucking dog and his friend doesn't respect the boundaries that you two have, or whatever like that, he's trying to talk to you, he's fucking other girls, and your friend doesn't understand. Like, all right, I'm gonna tell you exactly why I'm leaving. I'm leaving because your friend is a fucking whore, and I'm afraid that that's gonna rub off on you, and that's not something I want in our relationship or around me. It's so fucking simple. People be so fucking lost. It's so like desperate for companionship. They put themselves in low quality companionship.
Me, everything on TikTok
is not to be trusted.
Not to be trusted.
You're telling me that is this some sort of misinformation?
You're telling me all the people that are poly on TikTok may not be on to something?
Update number 3.
Yes, let's go. Let's go.
So this is 2 years later.
Can I make an assumption that she's gonna like open it up with like negging herself about doing an update?
She's like, guys, I can't believe.
Like literally no one asked for this, but.
It's been 2 years. I've tried to stay offline and live life, but my ex and his now wife find new ways to live in my head rent-free. I wanted an open relationship, so what? You don't just string me along for 8 months, get some...
This is what I'm talking about. This is what the fuck I'm talking about. This woman who's doing all of this is broken forever. Men, there's a lot of women that can be damaged. They can be fixed. And then you got girls who are damaged forever. You want to know the fucked up thing about this? This girl who's damaged forever. This is not something that therapy's going to fix. You want to know something really sad but true about these type of people? These people who are broken forever. When you got a dude who he rather just run the streets his entire life, man is in his fucking 50s and his 60s, still trying to do the bullshit. When you run into these chicks, again, probably multiple marriages, probably multiple different baby fathers, right? Single. These are people you cannot fix, and you need to find the signs because they're always there. You need to read the writing on the fucking wall and get the fuck away from them. Get out. Get out. Treat it like you people ever seen the movie Aliens when the fucking the radar like beep, 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 beep. Get the fuck wherever you are. Find the tall grass. Jump into a body of water with sweatpants on. Get close to the Titan sub. Do something. Because if you allow yourself to fall for a person who you knew from the beginning was a fucking low quality person, once your heart takes over, your heart wants what the heart, unless your heart's already taken over and you fucking dumb. Anyway, this girl's fucking broken.
Some new girl who you met through me and then marry her. This isn't fair. She's living in my home with someone.
Wait. What do you mean you met the new girl through? Wait, was this one of your friends? Hold on. Did you open the relationship and you put him on to chick? Oh, that's beautiful. That's fucking beautiful.
You met through me and then marry her. This isn't fair. She's living in my home with someone who should be my husband, and he's been renewing the restraining order ever since it first expired, and I know he's gonna keep doing it because for reasons beyond my knowledge, the man hates me. FML.
Dude, this is why she's doing it.
2 years later?
Oh my God.
This is why he's doing it.
Guys, I fear this is real. I fear this is real.
now.
And I will also say, the way this is written has me like, this person is typing this not like They're just going off.
Oh, this is bad. I'm now I'm like scared for the husband and wife.
This is beyond entitled. This is they're in a different world.
They're living on a different planet, and it's unfortunate. 2 years later, what kind of therapy? I think the on and off. I've been in on and off therapy for. I think that like might say it too, because it's like
on and off when you leaving a therapist as soon as they call you out on something.
Exactly,
Untrustworthy
that could
narrator.
be a thing.
Right.
That could be a thing. Yikes.
Whew, God.
Take the hint. I don't know.
It's been 2 years. I don't think the hint's gonna stick.
I don't know what you would do.
Also, like, did she not meet anyone nice when she was open? Like, I find it so hard to be so sprung.
It doesn't matter. You're a lady. You should know this. None of that matters. When something's set in a woman's mind, there is nothing on this fucking earth that is going to prevent her from going after that thing. Again, she will get married, she will have kids, and she's still gonna stalk this fucking dude. She's still gonna stalk him. Nothing's gonna change.
Like, when he's clearly moved on.
The story that I've heard on Reddit that is one of my favorite stories is a person writes in about their parents. And what happens is their parents are in their like 50s. The dad wants an open relationship. So they begin to have an open relationship. He starts sleeping with his secretary, who he clearly had already been sleeping
Was about to say that he didn't just start sleeping with the fucking secretary.
Yeah.
And then the mom just starts sleeping with tons of dudes.
I love it.
And the dad loses his mind, and then the mom leaves him, and the dad then the secretary left him, and it just like plays out just horrendously for the dad.
Yeah.
So here's how it works, and this is how growing up, this is how polyamorous was brought up to me. Oh, that's a white person thing. Then it's, oh, that's a rich person thing, right? So a white person thing is like, okay, dear, I'll only stick in the tip. I don't want the tip anymore. Your tip bores me. I don't want the tip. I want other tips. And then, again, they'll have a big home, big loving home with multiple fucking rooms. They'll let the kids go out and spend the night with their relatives or with their friends, and all the rooms is on the table to fucking, right? So you'll have swingers. Remember swingers? They used to call it swinging, right? Remember that shit? No, we're in 2026 now. Now, I can only imagine what the new term is going to be, right? Remember, swinging was a white person thing for the most part. Don't get me wrong. Of course, you had black or whatever the fuck other people doing it. But for the beginning, it was mostly a white person thing or rich person thing. Celebrities who would, they didn't call it swinging. They were just fucking other people. It was just cheating, but it wasn't really cheating because you had women who, a dude would be fucking other girls and a woman would be like, oh, a woman would, what was it? Just like the shit with Kobe Bryant. Remember when somebody made a joke about Kobe Bryant having sex with some chick, and somebody said, oh, you saw how that woman stuck with Kobe Bryant because she knew better than to fuck that man up financially or anything like that. She knew that was, she was like, it's crazy that when you're fucking rich and you do some shit like this, a woman to stick to you and heal faster than Wolverine with his healing factor. I was like, God damn. So this is how I look at it. But this is what I was told. It's a white person thing. It's a rich person thing. Motherfuckers who be bored and want to spice up their relationship with extreme shit. Or it's a low quality woman thing. Again, you do have other people man.
I am always amazed. I mean, this is scary.
Yeah.
But I'm always amazed at people who cheat and do so much horrible stuff and then are blown away and cannot handle when their partner leaves them.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait, you thought you were allowed to just make all these mistakes and do all these horrible things and treat your partner so horribly, and the second that they choose themselves, you can't handle it. And they often can't handle it for years.
Yeah?
Yeah. Because I think, like, when you're in that position, you're not even thinking of the consequences, or you're rationalizing why this can be totally okay. Like Ned Try Guys podcast, like that's the kind of situation you're like looking into, and it's like it's just already gone once you've like disconnected from like the reality of the situation.
Oof. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, That's all our stories.
Wow.
Damn.
That was great.
That was really solid. I think we did good here. I feel really good.
I think we did some good work here.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna get an Emmy for this episode.
Yeah, let's get an Emmy.
We're gonna get an EGOT for this.
Yeah, if Rhett and Link can.
Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. You guys had a great story. Shit, I wish I had a fucking panel of fucking people to sit there and digest this type of shit. Could you imagine if I collaborated with other groups? Would you guys be into that? I mean, I've always been offered, but I never did it. And that's kind of one of the biggest problems with my channel. The reason why it stayed the way that it is one part of me not really giving a fuck about views or subs. It's another part that I don't connect, right? You don't see me on like different platforms or collaborate. I don't do that. I could do that. I don't do that. You know, and also I got, I'm authentic. Anyway, I'll catch you guys later. Hope you guys enjoyed. Peace.